happy. Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to the weekly rant. This is the pre-MLG Anaheim show. We got Golden Boy stopping by to, let me switch that to the Twitter feed. We have Golden Boy stopping by to talk about MLG Anaheim this week, and he's obviously casting it. He's casting MLG events now, which is awesome. Good to see him up there with Benson, Puckett, Fwiz, Hasser, and all them guys. It's going to be a good casting this weekend. Good casting event. Excited for it. We also... Dwight Howard stopping by, and also Des Bryant. So I'm wondering what I got to do to interview Dwight Howard. What do I have to do? It's going to be this weekend. That is my mission, to somehow interview Dwight Howard, because that would be awesome. Even though I know it won't happen, but it would be awesome to do it anyways. But we got that going down. We're going to talk about the bracket. The bracket is very interesting. One side is very stacked, so it's going to be interesting to see what comes out of that. I'm going to give you my predictions, because everyone seems to be doing predictions now, even though Hex doesn't like it when I do predictions. But I'm still going to do it for you guys, because I'm 4 for 4. I'm not going to lie. I am 4 for 4. I've gotten the last 4 events. I've gotten the top 4 correct. So we'll see if I can go 5 for 5. But that's what we got going on. I'm going to get Golden Boy in here now. Talk to him a little bit. Talk about the bracket. I don't know, he sent me a message, but I can't see it, so I hope it's something good and that he's here.
Whoops. I'm at home.
Golden Boy actually just casted some Halo last weekend, too, which was interesting. Apparently got a lot of good feedback.
He's just really, good all-around caster.
Hold on. Let me take this Skype window down so I can see what the message is real quick. Is he in here?
There's no message. Oh, from him?
Test call for volume. Dude, I started the show. Alright, I don't know. Golden Boy's having issues right now.
Hey, do you hear me?
Oh, he's
Hello.
here.
Hey.
What's up, man?
Alright, let me see if I can bring up the... Okay, I'm hosting the call, right? So... Someone else hosted. It just Windows 8 is like the worst thing ever.
How are you hosting the call? What the hell?
Am I hosting the call? Because I can't bring up my camera for some
Yeah,
reason.
I know.
No, he doesn't have a premium.
I do. Like,
Oh,
but
it's not.
but right
Anyway.
when he joined, I did. Okay, we're gonna have to
As a
go
matter of fact,
cameraless.
no one else is showing up here. Just
No, I
you
took
do.
mine down because it said I couldn't use it.
No, he has Windows 8 on that thing, which is so buggy and screwed up. It's ridiculous. Like, as long as you can hear us, that's all that matters.
Okay, that's fine.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you fine. You hear me?
All right. Do you hear Sam?
Yeah, I hear Sam.
All right. I don't know why the cameras went down because I have Skype Premium, so I don't know what's going on.
Man, it's Windows 8, man. It's just the worst thing ever.
Yeah, man, you're screwing everything up right now. But what's up, man? How was casting Halo last weekend?
Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
I didn't
Really looking
even.
forward to doing that again.
I didn't even get a chance to watch any of the tournament. I was out and about. But did it go well?
That's just code for you didn't care.
No, I was seriously out and about. Like, I'm not kidding. I was out the whole
What,
weekend,
were you,
which
like,
is not
just
normal for
frolicking
me.
through the streets? Just,
Yes,
like,
something of
like
that
skipping
manner.
and stuff?
Like, honestly, I never go out to for long periods of time. And last weekend I was gone, literally the whole
Well,
weekend.
I've seen your skin, so I know you definitely don't go
Yeah,
out.
I know. I'm pale, man. I am pale. I am a nocturnal animal. Okay.
Nocturnal animal.
I do not go outside when the sun is out. But yeah, I heard a lot of good feedback from the tournament. Everything went well. I heard like some things went wrong in the beginning with some updates and stuff, but other than that, it was fine.
Yeah, it was basically what had happened was that we were, we didn't expect all the negative. What's the proper word? We didn't expect all the delays with the Mythic map pack. So when we got to the event, Skyline, which is like a really popular map in Halo 4, it pretty much was disabled because for some reason it just wouldn't be accessed on our Xboxes. So we almost had an issue as well with the Oh my God, Forge Island maps as well. Onyx was the big map that we were missing as well. So I mean, it sucks, but we got it. We got to fix. Day one was a little bumpy in the beginning, but as soon as things like started to smooth out, it was just like a smooth production. Focus Fire killed it, and it was a good time.
Yeah, man, you've been busy this past month. You went to E3 to cast some Battlefield 4 the entire weekend, then you're in Halo, and now you're coming back to Call of Duty finally.
Ultimate caster.
You're coming back to your roots finally. Third weekend to it. How's it?
It's crazy, dude. Like honestly, I'm really happy with just like the way everything has been going for me recently. Like after like when I made that vlog today, and I'll be honest, like after IPL had collapsed, I thought that like that was it. That like I wasn't really going to be able to get any more traction in my career. But luckily that was not the case. So I'm pretty grateful.
Yeah, man. Seems like things are taking off for you finally. You definitely deserve it. So
yeah, definitely.
This weekend will be good. It'll be good to see you back in that MLG booth casting.
Yes, it's the first time in about. Let me see. I casted in an MLG booth in 2011. Yeah. So yeah, it will be quite some time. I've not been in an MLG booth for a while. So I'm really excited, man. It's going to be great. I got the caster schedule and everything, so I'll be up there with Benson quite a bit.
You and Benson, huh?
That's fantastic.
Too
for the
colorful.
Most part, me, Benson, and Puckett for the most part. I think I do like one game with Hastro and like maybe one game with Waze. I don't even know. It's at optional, so who knows? So yeah, I'm pretty pumped about the whole event and the teams. I mean, everything's just going down, dude. It's insane. Like. People have been making such bold predictions.
This weekend's going to be crazy. Yeah, we're going to go over that pretty soon. I want to go over the Esports Nation predictions, and Benson did some predictions too underneath that on Esports Nation. Yeah. Go check that out, guys, right now. It's esports-nation.com. The predictions are on the front page right there. Go check them out. We're going to be talking about them here pretty soon. But, yeah, man, this weekend it's going to be good. I mean, all the top teams going. Have you seen the bracket? Did you see the bracket that Puckett tweeted out?
Yes, I've seen the bracket.
The top side of that bracket. The top side of that bracket. Like, are you kidding me? You got
I'm actually gonna pull up the bracket here.
Envy. You got Envy, Optic, Evil, Impact, possibly Epsilon, and Prophecy could end up in there because seeds 1 and 4 go in the top one. So if Epsilon comes out on top, like I think they will from the open bracket, then you're gonna have Epsilon in there. I mean, Prophecy. I mean, it's just all the stuff. That top bracket is gonna be insane.
I don't think Epsilon will come out first.
I do.
I think they're gonna have a big hurdle with the settings.
I think so too.
People don't think about that sentry gun being such a big deal, and it certainly is. It pretty much changes the entire dynamic of the game, how you attack maps and everything like that. You'll see people that would like, for example, Black Hats have become pretty popular in competitive play.
Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot.
Yeah, that is certainly going to impact it. Like, it's as simple as just putting the class on, but it's about how effective you are with the tool. That is the question at hand. Epsilon, I don't know what they've been doing. I don't know if they've been scrimming the settings. So I can only assume that they have.
They scrimmed.
So
they scrimmed some NA team. I want to say Envy for some reason, but I can't remember who. I want to say Envy. I don't know why I want to say Envy. But I want to say Envy, and they beat them 4-3 on NA host with American settings or NA settings. So that's why, like, if that is freaking true, then that's why I'm putting them out
I just
in
don't
front
think they'll
from
be
the open
first.
bracket.
I think they'll have a. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sold. I mean, Jerry's a really good player, but
yeah, but he can't single-handedly carry his team to first out of open bracket.
Yeah, open bracket's hell, man. People really discredit open bracket. It is hell. It is not the place where you want to be. So Epsilon, they're gonna have, and there's gonna be a lot of teams that are gonna be going to this one. So I in all honesty, I don't know. I'm pretty pumped to see Epsilon play because I think Jared's going to be a pretty good story throughout the entire weekend. But again, it all boils down to that. It all boils down to just like jet lag and how they're feeling. It's a lot of things.
Yeah, but they've been there. They've been there since Tuesday.
Yeah.
So they got time to adjust. They'll have the time to adjust. But yeah, I mean it's definitely interesting. I mean I actually have the bracket here. I'll pull it up. It's kind of stretched out. But you guys can pretty much tell who it is. You got Impact going up open number 4 first, and Prime Example versus Unite.
That's going to be a great game.
Who do you think's going to come out? Because that's the first game actually of the weekend on main stages, Prime Example and Unite. So who do you think's going to come out on top?
Oh, I'm going to have to go with Prime on this one.
Really?
Yeah, Prime, they're a good team, and I think they're riding a wave. So, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. And they have Revan, man. You can never bet against Revan, period. I mean, yeah, on Unite you have Slack, Fizzer, Saints, and Nameless, and I think they're, really good. But, just the young teams always seem to surprise people. So I'm going to have to go with Prime on that one. Hopefully Nameless isn't mad at me about that. But
no, I mean, I would have to go with Prime as well. I'd have to go with Prime as well. I mean, but Unite does have Nameless, Saints, and Fizzer. If those three can somehow not argue with each other and come together, that could be a solid team. But then next, they got to face Impact, because I don't see Impact getting first rounded in winner's bracket. I'm sorry.
Oh, would that be a good disappointment?
I don't see that happening. But
unless they face Epsilon.
Maybe. But I'm saying Epsilon's. I mean,
I don't see Impact placing out of top 3.
Here's the thing. I know Fwiz and Benson, they all put their predictions out there. I'm just gonna say it right now. I don't think Impact's winning this event.
I don't think
it has nothing to do with their skill. It has nothing to do. It's just like one of those things where it's as time goes on, you will lose eventually. And I think this is just that event, and it's not a knock on their ability. They're really, really good. I just think that it's just not their event to win. Everyone's talking about how they won 4 events in a row, and everyone always mentions, but it was all within the span of the same month. And that's very true. The game is much different now. Players are a lot better. I mean, if you would have told me that the combination of that VVV squad would be as good as they were, right? Throughout that course of the pro scrims run that they had, where they were pretty much undefeated, I wouldn't have been able to call that. So it's there's just the game's different now. And Impact, and they haven't even won a Search and Destroy from what I understand. So it's they haven't won a Search and Destroy online. Maybe it does come down to connection, but those are big demoralizing factors that when you sit down on that chair, you have to think about, and think all right, we have to win this Search and Destroy. We have to win this Search and Destroy, and that's psychological. That's a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, next after that, let's see who we got. We got Optic and Evil. Woo! I'm definitely going with Evil. I'm sorry. I'm going with Evil. I just don't. I don't think Optic's in the right mindset. To tell you the truth, with moving to the new house and then going to this Red Bull land. I mean, they're playing today. I don't know if they're playing tomorrow, but they played today against Prophecy on that land, which wasn't streamed, which I'm kind of pissed about. I think that should have been streamed anyways. But I don't.
I don't think you can take into consideration Optic being unprepared.
No, that's true. I mean, they come.
Yes,
I know. But I'm saying Evil. Evil's been grinding though. I'm picking Evil over Optic for that first match. I'm sorry if there are any Optic fans in here. Roast me now. Get it over with. But
I'm going to Optic.
Are you?
I'm.
Partly because of the fact that they're at a LAN right now warming up.
Yeah.
And also the other thing too is, when I look at that Evil roster, and here's the thing, right? I'm good friends with Mike Spacely. I'm good friends with him. We hang out all the time here in the LANs and everything. He's a dedicated player, probably one of the best. But when you look at that roster and you look at 4 young players, right? And that's what I always see. This is a team with a lot of pressure that's going to be coming on them, and they
that is true.
They have had success in the past, right? So Spacely had success with Unite and Too Quick with Complexity, and Huddle with Unite as well, and John has had success with Fear and all that. But here's the thing: in all of those teams, they had veterans with them. They had veterans. They had guys who've been around the block a couple of times now, 08 veterans and 09 veterans that have been around.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Unite. Unite had Spacely and Huddle, and who was there? Clayster, who has been around for quite some time and was that vocal leader. I look at this team and I think this is a team that's either A, going to blow everyone away and be super quiet throughout the entire weekend, which I just don't see happening, or B, they're gonna fall apart at the seams because there's no clear leadership there. And I'm sorry, and I think APOC is a great coach. I've heard him in the matches with them. He's definitely a lot more vocal than J-Lu is, for example. But the thing for me is, when I look at this, you have these 4 players that are out there playing. They're they're going to feel this pressure. And your first game is going up against Optic Gaming. I mean, we're talking about seasoned veterans here. We're talking about, Modern Warfare 3 domination with Scump, Big T, and Merc. And then, Nate Shot. I don't think Nate Shot's a bad player at all. I think he's actually a pretty decent player. I think people give him a lot more crap than because of the fact of who he is and the position.
Yeah, but I don't think the fear factor is there anymore for Optic. Yeah, they're Optic.
The fear factor's not there anymore.
But I mean, that's the one thing Optic had for them coming in. Like even the beginning of Black Ops 2 is that fear factor from Modern Warfare 3.
You can never discredit if you are gonna take Nate Shot out of the equation. You still have Scump, Big T, and Merc, and that's a scary combination of players, regardless.
Yeah, it is.
So in Nate Shot, when he goes off on LAN, he goes off on LAN. Like we've seen it, if Nate Shot's playing if he's running on all 5 cylinders, Diesel, there's just nothing that will stop Optic Gaming besides just like Envy or Impact or or Complexity. Like those are the teams. I don't think Evil's the team to do so. So that's my prediction for that one.
I'm taking Evil. I'm standing by my choice.
I'm going with Optic.
That's why I wish Hex was watching this, because I figured he'd be blowing up in the chat right now if he was.
Well, here's the thing, right? I'm looking at the chat and people are saying there's no leader on Optic. I hate to disagree with you. Big T's a great guy, and he's like that solid rock that team has, right? And Merc is a great vocal leader as well. I think that entire team is filled with people, with leaders, right, that mesh well together, and that's a scary combination. And on the other side of Evil, I don't see leaders on Evil. So
yeah, that's
why I'm worried about that.
That was my biggest point about Evil, is that there's no leadership there. There's not one of those players, I think, in my opinion, can take a leadership role. And that's why, APOC's there with them, of course. And I don't know what went because Capo's their coach now. I don't know what went into that decision-making or anything. Maybe just because he was there. But, I don't know, man. I think Capo's going to have to actually fill that leadership role possibly this weekend if he's up to it.
Wait, so Capo's there, not APOC?
No, Capo's coaching them. Like, APOC's not coaching any of the teams.
So then there you go. That's an even bigger problem right there.
Yeah.
Online's completely different from LAN. Go ahead, Spam. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm just literally just agreeing with you.
Spam!
Oh, it's Spam.
I'm agreeing with you. I probably would have rather had APOC coach, only because he's done it.
Hey, I offered, man. No, really, I didn't, though. I'm tired.
You're an awful coach, though, Diesel. You're a scumbag, dude.
I am.
We already spoke about this.
Yeah, I was talking about this in the Skype chat, the ESN Skype chat, actually, because I've been called Asshole Diesel, Douche Diesel, and Tool Diesel, so I said, you guys all need to decide. I'm going to take a poll or something on Twitter sometime and just let everybody decide what the hashtag is going to be. Because there can't be 3. It's just Tool Diesel? Okay.
Tool Diesel has to be Tool Diesel, always.
So I'm guessing I guess I need to change my gamer tag to Tool Diesel now too. I just need to encompass the whole thing. Just embrace it. Just embrace it. You just gotta embrace it.
Exactly.
But what do we have next? What do we have next? We have Open number 1 and
Envy. I find Envy winning. I think Envy's a strong team.
Just whatever they come up against?
Coming out of Open.
Yeah.
Out of Open.
I mean, you got... I would say the only team that could beat Envy coming out of Open would be Epsilon or Prophecy. It'd have to be one of the EU teams. Honestly, I don't think any of the really NA teams out there is strong. I mean, did you see that Curse and Quantic frickin' scrim last night? Or 2 nights ago? Was it last night? Was it Wednesday? I think it was last night. Frickin' Curse 6-0'd Quantic.
Quantic's been having a bad run. They've been struggling.
Oh yeah, TVA. I forgot about TVA. TVA is a good team, but they're a young team also. And Dito always goes off. I will say that Dito is a good LAN player.
He is a kill whore.
Yeah, but he fits that role. If a team is willing to play with him, he will just run around and get kills.
Influence is another team that could make some noise in the open bracket too.
I haven't seen too much of them.
I mean, they have Kahuna on that squad, and I think Kahuna's an amazing player. And then on the other end of that one, Mutation, Legit, and Pluto. I think it's a pretty solid squad, for the most part. Can't complain. I think it's a good team. And there's another, I think Fallacy as well is another squad that's going to be coming out of Open, if I'm correct.
Yeah, with 4
Could
plays.
potentially, of course, yeah, and that's another, like you can't count them out either. So I mean, any team or any of those teams beating Envy, no, but but here's the other thing too, though. That's the first seeded one. Now I don't know how that's going. I'll be honest with you guys, like I don't know if it's being randomized or if it's being, like how it's being done. Like I've been kind of busy with like signing leases and all that stuff. So
the way they did it last time is like the 4 teams that came in an open bracket. It was set up to like 1, 2, 3, 4, and whatever seeding they were given for the open bracket. So like the highest seed would get 1, then the second highest 2.
Okay, so then we won't know that until the event.
Yeah, so you won't even know that until the
I think Soar
event.
will place out of open.
Soar?
Sorry, I was just reading the chat. Yeah.
Soar that's Facento's team, correct?
Yeah.
I think they're a good squad too, but I have seen them struggle a lot in the past. So I'm a little concerned about them, and I think they also lost Saint as well. Like last minute, I think they dropped Saint last minute. Which if they did, then I'm not even going to put them in the conversation because 1, that's a stupid move because Saint's a damn talented player, and B, they just the chemistry comes into play.
1B, I mean that goes in hand. We got you.
Yeah.
But next on the list, we got Complexity playing open number 2. So I mean, all these open things are kind of it's the same discussion. I mean, once we go through these, though, I'll give my top 4 prediction. And then this Culebra Termination versus FaZe. Now I'm not even entirely. I am not familiar with that team at all.
Yeah, Termination's a pretty solid roster, honestly. It is comprised of DZ, Decay, Conquer, and Chaotic. They actually are pretty good, which was quite surprising. They're like one of those teams that benefited from the open system or from the online ladder system.
Yeah.
Like in a way to get their name out there. Because if you look at the teams that got out, right, they're all like pretty well-known teams.
Mm-hmm.
But Termination was like that one unknown team that got out of there. In this matchup, it's actually quite, cool because I think that this is going to be a pretty good one. They are playing FaZe, and FaZe, I'm not like sold on FaZe just yet. And Embos is a damn good player as well as Methods, but I haven't seen enough of them to know. And whenever I asked them to hop on pro scrims, they could like never play or they were just busy. So I haven't seen a lot out of FaZe to know. But if I was a betting man, though, I would have to say FaZe would take the win on this one, just based off of Embos and Methods and their prowess as players alone. But then, when you throw replays in there, it's another really solid one. But Termination could surprise you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're there. It wasn't easy to get there, so it'll be interesting to see what they bring to the table in that matchup. And then next we got Curse and Dare.
I'm casting that one, just to let you guys know, so you all should tune in just for that game.
You are?
Yeah, I'm casting that one. Me and Benson are casting that one.
And then Dare is the one. Isn't that Folsom's team?
Dare is Folsom's team. Yep, Dare is Folsom's team. That should be a really good one.
I'm gonna have to go with Curse on that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Curse just after watching him 6-0 Quantic in the dominating fashion that they did last night or the night before. I mean, they're looking really good with Complex on that team. So I'm going with Curse definitely for that one.
Sam, what about you?
Curse.
Curse?
I just see Complex, Quiz, and Liar, and I can't help but go with Curse. Not putting anything against Folsom's team. I've seen his the teams he's on, and they don't.
Is it Complex on Curse? I was just watching him last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, Duck Complex, people. Man, dude, why do I read the chat? Half you people stupid.
It's not Duck Complex. It's Aaron Complex.
Is it Aaron Complex? And I'm stupid too.
Aaron Complex.
See,
Duck Complex is with. He's with Pac-Man and them, if I'm correct. I think I'm not sure.
No, he's on. No, Duck Complex is on Fallacy with Foreplay, right? Is that right? I get all these guys mixed up, man. Why do you gotta have the same gamer tag?
No, he's on TVA. He's on TVA.
Ah, TVA. That's right. They keep. I'm sorry, guys. They switch teams like on a daily fashion. So
it's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they switch all the time. All right. For that one, I'm probably gonna have to say that looking at it, right? And I think Curse is good, but I also think Dare is pretty good. I am going to go with Curse as well, only because of the fact that Dare made a team changer phase for Kahuna. It was for apparently team reasons, like Dare wanted to remove Kahuna. And from what I gathered, the reason why they left, FaZe to begin with, I think it was FaZe, and I forgot the other guy. They left him was because FaZe wasn't committed. Now I don't know if that's the same thing here, but that does raise some cause for concern. So I'm gonna have to go with Curse strictly because they're a pretty strong team. Twiz and Liar are both two of my favorite players to watch, and Fire as well. So I think Curse without a doubt.
Yeah, and actually the Duck Complex is on Twisted Method.
Twisted Method or TVA?
Twisted Method. We got this screwed
Twisted
up.
Method. Yeah, my bad, bros.
Oh my gosh, get it together.
I'm sorry. Like for some, I know he's been on all those teams at one point in time. I'm sure he has.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was on TVA for like a one day, for like Wednesday or something like that. There's a possibility.
It was the 17th hour on the Wednesday, and then he left on the 18th, something like that.
5 o'clock on Wednesday, he was on Twisted Method, or on TVA, but then he left at 7 o'clock that same day.
Yeah, something like that goes on. That happens all the time in this community. It's so awesome.
People are saying it's a joke. We're just saying we're just having fun, guys.
Guys, come on, this we're trying not to be too.
Let's go. Moving on
to the next.
What is the next one? What's the next one we got?
Is that the last one where it's
VVV? It's VVV. VVV.
Yeah.
I see VVV coming out.
Yeah. I see that as well. They're too damn good, in my opinion. They're
really good.
They're talented as hell. And on top of that, even though I heard they were having some team drama or something like that, but I really just love the combination of these 4 players together, and I think they each bring something to the table. They're all really good, and Realize has been seeing a little success recently, so hopefully he doesn't become egotistical, which tends to happen a lot in this community. He's been seeing a lot of success with his streams, but I think at the very least though, this is a squad that has potential so long as they stay on the same track and don't deviate from that.
Yeah, I would have to agree. VVV would come out on top, but now let's jump into the future to winners round 3. We'll skip winners round 2, but winners round 3.
Winners round 3. Wow.
Yeah. The 4. Yeah, the final 4. I'm gonna go right now. I'll start it off. It's gonna be Impact and Envy on the top, and it's gonna be Complexity and VVV on the bottom. Look at how that went out. The top and bottom. That's how I got it. That's definitely how it's gonna happen. What the hell? That's weird though how that worked out.
I just feel like there's some upset in there that we're not thinking about.
Okay. Alright, so here's my mindset on it, right? That Optic Envy match, if it does happen, would be ridiculous. That would be
win.
Oh yeah, that would be really. You think Optic would win over Envy?
I think Envy would win that one.
Stop being so biased.
I'm not.
So Sam, here's my reasoning behind it. They played recently in a Dr. Pepper Pro Scrim.
I remember that.
Optic and Envy, Envy thrashed them pretty hard. I don't know, and it sounded just like Optic were just not feeling it, but I don't know, man. I feel like this is Envy's year, honestly.
I can never go with what I see online, especially with Optic. I never go with what I see online.
But you don't bet against Rambo. You just don't. I just don't bet against him. He is so damn good, and then Doge J, JCap and Proofy. I mean, how could you bet against that? It's just too hard to.
I'm not thinking about online, but I'm thinking about COD champs. So
And they got second.
I know Optic hasn't been. Yeah, I know that, but I know Optic hasn't played often. But the only team they lost to at COD champs was Impact. That's the only team they lost to the entire time.
Who is this again? Optic.
Yeah. And I think that if they had gone against Envy on LAN, I think they would have won. It's a feel. I don't know.
Yeah. I can see where you're coming from with that. I mean, I definitely don't think I don't think like if we would have seen him play, then yeah. Go
I
ahead.
think Envy's gonna have the upset, but they're still gonna come out of losing.
This guy bet Golden Boy and Diesel couldn't tell us Impact and Optic rosters. Are you brain dead, dude? Damn.
Oh, you're so mean, Diesel. Shouldn't you be like a humble host?
Right?
No, dude, I'm Tool Diesel. I'm like embracing my
you're
title.
a massive tool, so
I'm embracing my title. This is what I've always done since the beginning, and now you're critiquing me? It's too late now, Golden Boy. It's here. It's here to stay. All right? People know they get called out in the chat on this show.
So here's the thing. I'm not underestimating Optic. I'm really, really not. I think they're a good team. It's just like there's two very, very talented teams, right? And when as a caster and also as just a student of the game for like so many years now, I just weigh like things together. And what I see is, here's my thing, right? Because see, Stainville's like, people have been telling me like, Stainville's like an X factor in that team. I don't believe Stainville's the X factor. He's the anchor of that team. He keeps it together, right? Because if Proofy and JCap have stellar games, right? No, he's the anchor. Is in like if he's playing consistent, that team is gonna win, right? But then if you have Rambo, JCap, and Proofy playing very, very well, like that team is unstoppable because Stainville's gonna do what Stainville needs to do. Like I've seen him play, I've seen his mindset, like and also the other thing too is like they really do follow like what Rambo says. Like they are very
yeah. Ray is very vocal.
You'd be stupid not to.
Ray is very vocal.
Yeah, not literally an anchor. He's not literally an anchor, guys, like for a hard point. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like an anchor is in like he keeps the ship still. That's what I'm trying to say. Right? If JCap
he's that rock.
Yes, if JCap and Proofy have the tournament of their lives, there is no one living or dead that could stop them. That is just the way that I think about it. They're so damn good. Like
Impact.
Who did they beat at Niagara?
They beat
no one.
It was a amalgamation of
so
players.
the only team they lost. Okay, so Impact was the main team to beat them.
Yeah, Impact is the main team to beat them. But here's the thing, right? I feel like the game has changed in a very in that time frame.
Yeah.
So that's why I am going.
People are catching up.
Yeah, because like I don't believe Impact's winning this event.
Dude, trust me, I said the same thing.
Yeah, I don't believe Impact's winning this event. But also, I don't think Optic's winning this event as well.
I don't either.
Right? So there you go. So
I honestly
Well, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Hold the phone. We got to go to the bottom bracket now. All right?
Chris.
Brace yourselves. Okay, now we're going to the bottom bracket. I already picked Complexity and VVV to be in winners round 3.
Complexity VVV to be in winner. Yeah, that's a pretty safe bet.
Yeah.
That's a safe bet. I think Complexity is a safe bet. Yeah. I mean, the only way is if Curse comes out the gate, just like dominating. Like, and that's like, I mean, Curse is the X factor in this side of the bracket. Honestly, I don't think Dare is as much. Especially because they're going to be going up against Curse. Like, when the event starts and Curse plays Dare, and if Curse thrashes Dare, then I'm going to say, all right, Curse is going to be the X factor in this side of the bracket. They could very well surprise someone. And looking at it, that team could be VVV. So, again, lots of things come into play here. So I don't know, but look for Curse to be the X factor. But your bet of VVV and Complexity is a very safe one.
Now you're not going to believe this, but for the winners final, I got Envious and VVV.
Interesting.
Complexity is going to make it to...
winners final.
Yeah, Complexity is going to make it to winners round 3, but Complexity is going to come down to how well TP is playing, and TP has his shaky moments on LAN. He had him at COD Champs, he had him at Dallas. He is Complexity's X Factor. TP. If TP is playing well, they will be in winners final, but he's been shaky the past couple LANs, so that's why I'm putting VVV up on top. Like, don't get me wrong, if he goes off, Complexity is a team to be afraid of, but he has been very shaky.
I don't know. That's a tough one to call.
I'd put VVV in Impact.
Really?
Yeah.
Be an Impact.
Wow.
I gotta think about this.
Wow.
That would mean that Impact would be. Well, Impact would probably end up
If
beating
Impact
Tommy
had
for
their,
you.
if Impact had their upset, it would be winners finals.
No, the upset. No. I think the upset will certainly come round 3.
I
Certain.
don't think so.
They would be projected to go up against either Optic or Envy, according to our
They
projections.
don't, I mean, and they will be both teams.
Probably.
But I don't know how often Impact has been playing either. So it's really hard. Because I
thing is,
haven't seen him scrimming often.
I'm looking at it like this.
A lot of people won't play him.
Impact.
I wouldn't.
If Impact, right now where they are, like, I mean, for friends again, but you've seen Killa on Twitter. He is like someone needs to just, I guess, crunch his head together and keep that ego within his head.
You mean Wiz Killa? Wiz
All
Killa?
of them.
Wiz Killa? Yeah.
No,
Wiz Killa?
believe it or not, I think Parasite and Karma, as much as people give them crap, in my conversations with them, Twitter is one thing, but I've actually spoken to them. Like, I had a chance to speak to both of them at E3. They're pretty level-headed going into Anaheim, surprisingly enough. Don't let Twitter's something different, right? But they're pretty level-headed going into Anaheim, which I think is quite surprising. That team's such a wild card. Even if they're like the number 1 seed, they're still a wild card to me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I got MVS coming on top of VVV for the winners final, for the grand finals or whatever you want to call it.
So you think VVV is going to the final?
VVV and Envy are going to the winners finals. MVS is coming on top to go to the grand finals, and they're going to drop down and play Impact in the losers finals, and it's going to be an Impact Envy match again in the finals. Envy's going to come out on top, and it's going to be a Complexity VVV semifinals match. Complexity is going to come in third, so it's going to be Envy, Impact, Complexity, VVV.
I think I had Complexity coming in like 5th or 6th. I don't know. I really hate predictions.
I like them because people get so pissed off about them for no reason at all.
Well, because it's good to have people who are actually now fans of these players, as opposed to, a couple years ago. Like a couple years ago, people were just like not like they just all believed like there was everyone could beat everyone, but now it's like people are seeing that they're clear players who are just better. So there are a lot of fans now, which is good.
I have Envy, Impact, BBB, Optic. That would be my top 4.
Interesting.
I'm putting Epsilon up there. I'm putting Epsilon up there without a doubt.
Man, after all that you said about the EU teams that happen to adjust, you go and put an EU team up there.
I mean,
after all that you said,
I think the EU teams are skill-wise certainly a lot better than some of the teams in the champ bracket. So that's my belief.
Well, you heard it here. Write it down, people. I mean, there's going to be obviously some documentation for this because it is going to be on YouTube, so we'll come back to it next week. But Envy, Complexity... No, Envy, Impact, Complexity, VVV. Those are my top 4.
Yours?
Yeah.
Mine. What's mine?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Like, who's winning the event?
Let's top 4.
Okay, my top 4, no order.
No, order. In order.
Order? Come on, but then that means I have to predict who's going to win the event. I don't want to predict who's going to... I can't predict who's going to win the event. I'm Wiz and Benson trying to predict it.
Come on, please grow some, please.
Oh my god, don't tell me to grow some. I will slap you tasteless, okay?
Well, you'll get your chance tomorrow, man. Right, you'll get your chance. I'm going to walk up, and I'm just going to go like this.
Predictions, here we go. Predictions. First up, rounding out number 4. I think Epsilon's going to finish 4th.
Alright.
For sure. I think Epsilon's finishing fourth. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I think Complexity in third. I think, and probably Impact and then VVV.
VV.
VVV.
You got Impact fourth? Oh, you mean
I got-
Impact second?
I have
Okay, yeah,
Impact
you
second.
went backwards. All right.
I just
have
don't
VVV
see
winning.
Impact winning.
I just don't
I
see
don't
it.
see
Like
it.
if they win, I will be pretty shocked. But like I just do not see Impact winning the event. Like
Yeah, and
here's the thing.
it's not that I'm trying to be mean about it. I just don't see him winning.
And here's the other thing, right? The only thing that I would interchange from there, in all honesty, is if I had to, like, I have this gut feeling that VVV is going to win the event. I just have this gut feeling, right?
Mhm.
But if they don't, the only other team, and I didn't even put them in my top four, but that's like they have to have like a stellar performance. Is Envy. Like Envy could win the event, right? I didn't even put them in my top four, but Envy could very well win the entire event. But again, this like kind of just rests on like a lot of things, and they just have to be playing like on point, right? Because they have that curse, you know, like they have that thing that just like stops them from winning events. So that's why it's like so hard to call Envy. Like I want to be that guy who calls Envy and says they're gonna win.
I'm that guy.
I just don't know.
I'm that guy.
was that person.
I like being that guy.
That girl.
Yeah, you're that girl. I'm that guy.
And my belief on VVV, the reason why I think VVV is going to probably take this event is just because, you know, like, I look at this bracket, right, and I see that, you know what, they're not going to run into, let me see here, they're not going to run their first challenge. Like, they're going to have a pretty easy road, and I don't know, teams who have, like, easy roads tend to do pretty well. I don't know why. But teams who, like, have, like, and I shouldn't say easy, but, like, their challenge, their big challenge is definitely going to come up with complexity if they make it that far. Right, if both teams make it that far, like that's gonna be like the first big challenge for VVV. And I just don't know what it is, man. But like I saw VVV play against Complexity, they thrashed them online. Yeah, I was online, but they still thrashed them. I don't know, man. This is a hard one to call. I should rethink that. I don't know.
I'm so confident with mine, dude. Envy, Impact, Complexity, VVV. I'm so confident because Complexity's gonna get knocked out that third round by VVV, and then they're gonna meet up again. And Complexity is going to be pissed. Crim6 is going to do some creepy-ass shit, get them all fired up, and then, yeah, they're going to win.
Here's
I have that gut feeling.
If Envy beats Impact on Winners Round 3, then they will win the event.
Wait, if what?
What'd you say?
If Envy gets past Optic, right, and then meets Impact in Winners Round 3, and play them and win, they will win the whole event.
Oh yeah,
I'm calling that right now. But that's only if that
Your
happens.
predictions all.
Well, do you remember what happened at
they
UMG?
They
VVV
are.
was on top, right? I mean, all right, Envy was on top of Impact going into the finals, weren't they? Envy was on
Where?
top 2 maps at UMG St. Louis.
Impact were.
What?
Impact.
Oh, and Envy came back and almost didn't. I thought something weird
because
happened.
Envy got
there.
beat by Mullet Nation, which I thought was actually a really good
That's
team.
right.
But Impact got beat by, or Envy got beat by Mullet Nation, if I'm correct. And then, because Impact didn't go to the losers bracket.
No, alright, yeah, that's right. I just remember that final being close. Like, Envy was up at one point or something. Yeah, Envy came out on fire and was up like 2 maps or something to start off, and then they lost it.
Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why, like, my prediction all over the place, right? Because, like, if Envy doesn't beat Impact, then I don't think Envy is going to place in the top 4. But if they beat Impact, then they will place in the top 4. Like, guaranteed. You know, like, they will definitely, like, do it. You know, like, that's just my belief on it. I don't know. This is such a hard one to call, man, because I've seen so many of these teams play, you know, like, so much. So much. And the only team that I have not seen play is Evil. That's why I'm just like discounting them completely.
Yeah.
Like they haven't scrimmed. And like I ask them to hop on pro scrims all the time. They just don't want to do it all the time. Like, so I don't know, man.
I see them coming out on top of Optic though, but losing to Envy.
And that's another thing too. So like, while Curse on the bottom side of the bracket.
Dude, do you remember the first match on Mainstays that Optic had? It was against the Icons team with Ego, Intake, frickin' Example, and who was the 4th one on that team?
Balefire, I think. No, it wasn't Balefire.
No, it was frickin'...
Was it Terror?
No. I can't remember, but we frickin' won the first map on him. It was a hard point. Like, that's all I'm saying. Just going back to that and the fact that Optic's been a little rusty. They had the move. They had they're doing this.
No,
But yeah,
I just
don't remember who
think
the
you
fourth
can
guy
take
was.
into consideration Optic being underprepared because they've won events that way.
It wasn't Study. Who was
they
it?
are
That's gonna
pre- but they are
bother. Oh, it's
prepared.
Dito. I forgot Dito.
But they're
Wow.
not.
I feel like an idiot now.
But they're landing like right now. They're landing like EU teams right now, right?
I could
they?
understand if they were landing Epsilon.
Prophecy is pretty good. Which team is it? The Prophecy? Like, is it the whole
If
team?
I
or
were
is it just the
if I were
Prophecy?
scrimming an
They dropped
EU
They
team, I
dropped
would
Tommy.
rather scrim Epsilon. Is all I'm saying.
Who is it? Is it Gunshi, Swanee, Excellence, and Jake, or did they remove someone from there?
No, that's right. That's right.
That's a good team. I don't know. That's a pretty talented team. I mean, listen. Here's the thing. Practice is practice, right? But when you get on the chairs and you connect your controller and you get your headset going, the mood changes, man. As soon as you sit on that main stage, the world's a different place. And the players who are going to benefit from that are the ones who have been in those situations in the past and know how to react from it. That's why Impact, they're looking pretty good into it. But my worry about Impact just purely goes on the fact that, you know what, this could be the event where they come at each other's throats, or they just keep level-headed the entire time and they win the whole damn thing again. I mean, you never know, right? I mean, you could look at every team here, right? Like almost every single team, honestly, save for like one or two, I think could very well come in and either win the event or place in top three. Like, I think, for example, Prime Example is a team that's very, very capable of going to the top four. I think they're really good. I think they have a lot of talent. It's just whether or not they're clicking.
Nope.
That's just my belief. They could. Not saying that they will. I'm saying that they could. Right?
I'm flat out saying no.
Well, I mean, that's because you're a tool. But what I'm saying is, like, I look at that team and I think there's a lot of potential there. A team that can very well do it. If they have a hot run, like, dude, we've seen it before. That's the thing. I don't know why you're arguing with it. We've seen it before. We've seen teams that literally come out of nowhere and place in the top four.
Who was that? Force. In Black Ops.
Yes.
Yeah,
no one gave them the time of day. No one gave them the time of day. They had the tournament of their life, and they got thrashed in the end. Yeah, but they still came out.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
If there was going to be any team, if there's going to be any team coming out of nowhere, it's going to be one of the EU teams. That's it. Because these teams.
Out of nowhere because people know they're good.
They know about them.
But no, honestly, do you see all the predictions? Do you see all the predictions going on right now? Like, the EU teams are totally out of the picture.
I didn't place mine out of top 8.
I'm just saying, like, it's not
guaranteed.
It's not in everyone's mind. The EU teams are not in everyone's mind. Like, yes, they're there. People know they're there. Yes, they know they're decent teams, but they're not in their mind.
Like, I have a belief that Epsilon's going to finish in the top 4 guaranteed. Right, but
Epsilon, it's gonna be one of the EU teams that's gonna be one of the teams that would come out of nowhere, in my opinion.
But I assure you, an EU team is gonna be top 8. Assure you, there will be an EU team in top 8. That's a guarantee.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
Yeah. So, but going down this list, right? So, like, the only teams that, like, I'm gonna say, like, they're just not gonna do anything. Is like termination could be the next Force. You never know, but I don't think that they're gonna do it. Termination, one team. I don't think they're gonna do anything. Dare's another team that I'm just not solid. I'm not sold on yet. Even FaZe, I could probably lump them in there. Maybe Unite is another squad, but the other ones, I think that they're very capable of doing things. It's hard to call. Too, because like mindsets change as soon as they sit down on that table, on those chairs, and it's hard to call. So predictions sometimes are a little bit null, but we can always go with the safe bets. And I think the safe bet here. I mean, the safest thing to say is they're gonna have Impact, Envy, Complexity, and Optic in the top 4. That's the safest thing that anyone could ever possibly say. But I don't know. I don't know, man. Just the game's changed, dude.
I feel a lot of upsets this weekend.
Okay, well, a bunch of people keep tweeting me and saying in the chat that Optic beat Prophecy 6-5 in scrims today. So there you go. Add that to the burn pile. And Acid's hair, though. Acid's hair is what's going to take Prophecy to the finals, okay? Do you see that guy's hair? That guy's hair is ridiculous, dude. Just go look at his twit pic real quick if you're on there. Like seriously.
It's gonna take a little while because Windows 8 is like the worst thing in the world.
I hate
No,
Windows 8.
he totally
So
shaved the sides down. He has like the faux hawk thing going, but he dyed it blue. Like he said he was gonna do white with blue tips, but it's completely blue.
People are just gonna laugh at him. They're not gonna be intimidated. Just gonna laugh at him.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't matter what happens. His hair is gonna take him to the finals.
His hair is it. His hair is gonna grab the controller and take him to the finals, guaranteed. Oh man, I don't know, man. Like looking at this one, you know, in this entire tournament, only thing I can tell you with 100% guarantee is that I'm gonna kill it. Other than that, I mean, I really just don't know. Like, it's hard to call.
Yeah, it definitely is. It is, but I got my top 4. Write them down. Castrate me on Sunday night when I'm wrong, even though I've been right 4 times in a row now. So if I'm right this time, I'm gonna laugh in all your faces next Wednesday. But I got an early flight. I don't know, when are you getting down there tomorrow? Are you getting down there tomorrow? Are you flying out tomorrow?
I leave 9 p.m. and I arrive at 12 a.m. on Friday morning.
Wow.
Oh my god, that is shitty.
Hey, it gives me time because like I'm gonna go out buy some bow ties.
I know. Are you serious?
Yeah. Did you not
Please,
see UMG
please,
Halo?
please wear a bow tie.
I was rocking dude. Bow ties are fly as hell, dude. I was rocking a bow tie like a G. I don't care. I got swag. I got swag. That's what I don't have swag.
Honestly though, it's hard for me to trust a guy with a bow tie. You're lucky that I've known you for so long. Otherwise, I don't know if I could trust you. People with bow ties are generally a little different.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. People are catching on to it, man. They're saying swag. I have swag. Okay. And I don't laugh ha ha. I laugh hue hue. I do everything different. That's why I have a bow tie.
All right.
Period. All right. So I mean, I guess that's it, right? I mean,
unless there's anything, I just want to do a short show because I got to get up in like 5 hours for my flight, so I'm freaking tired the way it is. Unless there's anything else you want to talk about. Yeah, I'm doing interviews there this weekend again. I think I'm gonna be the only one doing Call of Duty interviews this weekend. Honestly, and uploading them to YouTube.
A faggot.
A faggot. I forget.
Forget. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Oh man. And people are asking me how much my mic was. I don't have a microphone. I'm on a freaking laptop, so it's not my mic. If I was on, I'm pretty sure I would sound a lot better if I had my microphone. Yeah. So Sam, are you going? Or are you staying?
I will not be going.
Are you in the Optic House like right now?
No, I moved in to Emily's apartment.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I have a roommate now, and it's not Will.
Oh.
No.
But I've seen the house, and it's awesome. It's pretty cool. It's big.
Emily's got she's got the crib.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, the Call of Duty Twitch stream gets that optic bump now. I'm liking it. That optic bump got them 20K plus viewers every time they're on. Let's go.
Yeah, you know, like I think that's even a topic for itself because it's like I mean, you know, not to take anything away from them, they deserve all of that, but I just have no aspirations of streaming Call of Duty anymore.
Man, you got time right.
Yeah, I mean, even then I don't really even feel like it because everyone else is doing the same thing. Like if you look, like when they're streaming, there's only like 4 or 5 people streaming. Because and that's working to the benefit of Optic. Like no one like is streaming.
I know, they're afraid.
They're getting like 20 viewers, and it's just not worth streaming for 20 viewers. Like I mean, I'll get 80 viewers for playing Last of Us. I'm okay with that.
I don't think you should do it for viewers though. I think if you enjoy streaming, then.
Well then, I should feel special getting like 250 when they're streaming then on Wednesday nights.
Yeah,
Let's go.
You should.
Let's go. I feel special now. Thank you, thank you, audience. I feel special. Thank you for making me feel special. More special than I already feel.
You're not special at all. Just like clarification, you are.
Dude, like honestly, like you and Fwiz, like you're always cutting me down. You're calling me Tool Diesel. Fwiz is always saying that really no one's listening to me. So I mean, really, it's just I don't know why I'm still here.
People are listening to you. They're just angry with you when they're listening. They're listening.
Oh well, that's fine. As long as they're listening, that's all I care about.
Well, just so anyone who is like in the call and they're going to be in Anaheim, I'm going to be like floating back and forth between Call of Duty and Planetside. So please feel free to come say hi if you see me. I will be the fat one with the bow tie.
Dude, you're big boned, man. You're big boned.
Dude, you gotta understand, man. New York weather is gonna make me lose some weight. That is the real life. That is happening. It is real. It is here, and it is not going anywhere. I am so hot in New York City. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for me. But thanks for having me, Diesel. Good to be on the
man.
again.
I'll see you Friday.
All right.
Aw.
Aloha. See you guys. If I gotta figure out how to close this, hold on. I don't know how to. It's Windows 8. It's okay. We go. We got it. All right, guys.
You hit
Have a
that.
good one.
Bye.
See you, man.
Later.
Alright, guys, that's going to do it for the night show. If you guys are going to Anaheim this weekend, I'll see you guys there. Just walk up and say hi to me. I'm actually a nice person in person.
He's not.
This is literally just a personality. Come on, guys. Come on, I'm really nice in person.
He's a tool.
Alright, well, I'll live up to that then. Come up to me, I might slap you. But no, come up and say hi, guys, if you're going there. For real. Oh, man, dude, people. Whatever. I'll accept it.
Dick in real life.
I'll accept it, but yeah, I will be doing interviews for Esports Nation again this weekend, so be sure to go sub to their YouTube channel if you haven't already. It's youtube.com/Esports Nation HQ. We'll be uploading interviews up all weekend. I'm probably going to interview both EU teams Friday night, and that'll be uploaded right away. The interviews are always uploaded within a half hour after the interview, which is always a cool thing. So check that out. Also, scroll down. If you're on the new overlay, subscribe to this channel's YouTube, youtube.com/TWRant. I upload every show. We're running 3 shows a week now, so go check out the past shows if you're new in this chat and haven't seen what we offer. Go check out some of the past shows and catch up on what we've been talking about. But that's going to do it. No Community's Voice this weekend. No Being Frank on Monday because I'll be on a plane coming back home Monday night. So the next show will be next Wednesday, 8 Eastern, same time, same place, post-MLG talk. So hopefully I normally get the champions of the tournaments on that show. So hopefully I can do that again for you guys. Maybe get a couple casters on here as well to talk about it. The shows after your events are always normally pretty cool and fun to watch. So come back for that. But that's going to do it, guys. I'm going to sleep. Plane leaves early tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching, and peace out.